ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Namaskar to all of you. Welcome to the study of Science of Worship. So we were dealing with how to do puja, worship of the Lord. We were going through different steps. Now we are in the process of learning Guru Pranama. So we'll continue with that. Last time I had briefly explained about the step of Guru Pranama. So we will continue with that. So Guru Pranamaha means salutation to the Guru. So in this Guru Pranamaha, now we'll be seeing that we have already gone through the process of the mantra. There is mantra 1, Aim Gurubhyo Namaha. The mantra 2, Aim Paramagurubhyo Namaha. Mantra 3, Aim Parapara Gurubhyo Namaha. Mantra 4, Aim Parameshti Gurubhyo Namaha. So all these are salutation to the Guru, then Guru's Guru, then his Guru, then his Guru, finally the topmost. So Parameshti. So I gave you the example. Suppose in our order here in South Africa, many times we have seen revered Gautamamanandaji Maharaj has come and given mantra diksha here, so he's the guru of many people here. So I'll take one of that example. If we remember that revered Gautamamanandaji Maharaj is our guru, then I'm Gurubhyo Namaha is I'm saluting revered Gautamamanandaji Maharaj. I'm Paramagurubhyo Namaha means I'm saluting the guru of revered Gautamamanandaji Maharaj, that is revered Yatishwaranandaji Maharaj. Then I'm Parapara-Gurubhyo Namaha means the guru of revered Yatishwaranandaji Maharaj was revered Brahmanandaji Maharaj, was the direct disciple of Sri Ramakrishna. Then I'm Parameshti Gurubhyo Namaha means his guru, that is revered Brahmanandaji Maharaj guru was none other than Sri Ramakrishna, Lord Ramakrishna. So that is Parameshti. So how to worship? We'll just read the process. First, in that Guru Pranamaha, mentally, in the salutation to the Guru, mentally prostrate before your Guru. So in your mind, you mentally prostrate, imagining the picture of your Guru with folded palms kept near the. Now after that mental prostration to the Guru, with the folded palms kept at the left ears. I had demonstrated this process in the last class, but again I will do that. So this is the left ear for me. So you should not get confused because the right and left will be exchanged in the camera and I will be seen in a different way. For me, it is a left ear. For you, you have to see which is your left ear. So yeah, at the bottom of the ear, I am Gurubhyo Namaha, I am Paramagurubhyo Namaha, I am Parapar Gurubhyo Namaha, I am Parameshti Gurubhyo Namaha. This is the way to do that. Okay. Then we have now done the pranama of Guru. What is the next step in that? It's not the next step, it's the Guru Pranama itself. It's not the next step. In the Guru Pranama itself, so after saluting the Parameshti Gurubhyo Namaha at a still higher level, saying I am Parapara Gurubhyo Namaha, then still higher saying I am Parameshti Gurubhyo Namaha. Now we have completed the process of doing prostration to Guru. So the mantra meaning also I have told, I'm Gurubhyo Namaha. I'm is the Bija mantra, the seed syllable. Gurubhyo Namaha. Gurubhyo means to the Guru. Namaha, I bow down. Then I'm Parama Gurubhyo Namaha, to the Guru's Guru. So Parama Gurubhyo, to the Guru. I prostrate, bow down, Namaha. To the his Guru. I'm Parapara Gurubhyo Namaha. I bow down to that Guru. Parameshti Gurubhyo Namaha. The his guru, like that. It is the three generation of gurus. I bow down. That is the meaning. Now, the next process is after this Parameshti Gurubhyo Namaha, then keeping the folded palms near the right ear, salute with the mantra Om Ganeshaya Namaha. So after the pranama to Guru, we are keeping now that was the right left ear we did it in the for Guru. Now we have to do it near the right ear for Ganesha. So what is the mantra? Om Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Ganeshaya Namaha. That's all. Only one. So this is the pranama to Ganesha. I'm there is no Om. There is no I'm here. It is Om Ganeshaya Namaha. Now with the palms near the chest salute saying Om Aim Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Sri Ramakrishna Namaha. So here keeping your hand at the chest like this, you have to salute the deity whom you are going to worship with the Mula Mantra. Now we are imagining that we are worshipping Sri Ramakrishna. So I am telling the Mula Mantra of Ramakrishna. Om Aim Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Sri Ramakrishna Namaha. Suppose you are worshipping Ramachandra, Lord Ramachandra, then you have to tell the Mula Mantra of Lord Ramachandra. Suppose you are worshipping Lord Krishna, then you have to tell the Mula Mantra of Lord Krishna. Suppose you are worshipping Hanuman, then in this process you have to do, keeping at the chest, you have to worship by telling that Mula Mantra of that particular deity. If it is Ganesha, it is Ganesha, so all that thing. Whatever deity you are worshipping, you have to tell that finally with this. First it is Guru, then at the right ear we have to worship by telling the name of Ganesha, Om Ganeshaya Namaha. Then here with the Mula Mantra of that particular deity whom you are worshipping. Now we imagine that we are going to worship Sri Ramakrishna. So we are telling Om Aim Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Sri Ramakrishna Namaha. That is the Mula Mantra of Sri Ramakrishna. Now, all these time while we were repeating the mantra of Guru, I'm Guru Bhyo Namaha, I'm Paramaguru Bhyo Namaha, I'm Parameshti Guru Bhyo Namaha, I'm Parapara Parameshti, I'm Guru Bhyo Namaha, all that thing, all the time we were repeating the Bija mantra, the word syllable, I'm. So we have to study about that. Last time I gave a brief explanation and I told that I will be giving some more explanation of this. So now I shall go into the deeper aspect of that Bija mantra, I'm. So now how is it pronounced? First of all, we have to know what is the pronunciation. So generally here in South Africa, they commit the mistake of telling aim. It is not aim because in English they do not write it in the Indian language Sanskrit or Hindi, the Devanagari. So the chances of learning it wrong is there because they will write AIM for that Bija mantra I'm, they write it as AIM. So then naturally in English AIM means aim. So goal. So suppose what is your aim? We tell that what is the spelling of that? It is AIM. So naturally we will get confused and in English we will learn it as aim. It's not aim. It is I'm. How is it pronounced? What is that? What is the minimum word which we can use without confusion? It is I, elongated I and M. I'm, or to make it a little more clearer, AYM. I'm AYM or IM. That is the most easiest thing, IM. But in English they write it as AIM. Okay, whatever it might be, now note the pronunciation. It is I'm, that is the pronunciation. I'm, okay. Some places, especially in Bengal, in Orissa, in northern India, when it is going to end, the grammatical thing is you have to end with the yam, I'm. But it is a nasal word, it should end in the nose. So it is pronounced in some part of India as aing. Aing. It is not should be ga also should not come. Aing. It should go. It should go and end in the nose. Aing. That's all. But generally what they do in North India and some part of Orissa, Bengal, Assam and UP, Bihar, what they do it as Aing Ga. That Ga should not come. It should stand in, that is Anunasika, it is in the nasal. So it should be Aing. It go to the sound pronunciation should go and stay there in the nose. Aing, that's all. But generally the confusion is later on they will make it as I'm sorry, Aing, Ga will there. Ga should not come. And in South India, what they do is they will make it, everything will be made as Makara. So it can't be done with Makara. The grammatical thing is at some places where it ends, when the sentence ends, then you can make it as Ma, I'm. But otherwise, what is the rules? What is the next letter? If that Vyanjana, if that consonant, that is Vargiya Vyanjana, that is classified one, ka kha ga ga nga. So if it is kavarga, then you have to tell that that vargas anunasika. The last one, ka ka ga ga nga. Suppose we have the next letter as ka. After this pronunciation, after this what you call aha, a I e u a I o aha, in that ang. So when that next letter is kavarga, then ka ka ga nga, nga should be stressed there. Then if the next letter is cha cha ja ja nya, any of that, then shavargas anunasika has to be told. Cha cha ja ja nya. Tata dada na. If tata dada are there, the next letter, then na is to be pronounced. Then if it is papa baba, then only you can tell ma. Always you should not tell ma to that anunasika. So it should be the next letter, based on that it should be there. But if it is ending of the sentence, then the grammar according to the Panini is it can be made ma. These are all the rules for pronunciation. It will be too confusing for you in the beginning. Let me not go elaborate it. Okay. So the pronunciation is it should stand in the nose. That is I'm. But if it next letter is according to that varga, then it goes on changing to that particular ananasika. Okay. Now here we have taken care of the pronunciation. Now let us go to the deeper meaning of what this. So as Om is the unmanifest or expansive aspect of primal sound of Ishvara or Lord, Aim is the manifest or directed form. If Om serves to clear the mental field, Aim helps focus the mind and heart in a particular manner. Om is the word that is heard. Aim is the word that is seen. Om is the supreme Purusha or cosmic masculine force. You can't even tell masculine Om. But Aim is Adya Shakti, the supreme Shakti or cosmic feminine force. That is why we find the mantra Aim in so many different mantras to the goddesses or Divine Mother. More specifically, Aim is the seed mantra, the Bija mantra, seed syllable of Mother Saraswati. So this is the important point you have to note. Aim is the seed mantra, Bija mantra of Mother Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge. So for the sake of knowledge and speech, goddess of knowledge and speech, the consort of Lord Brahma, the creator in the Hindu trinity of great gods. As such, Aim aids us in the learning, arts, expression and communication and is good for promoting learning and education. So Aim is also the mantra of the Guru. It is not only for Divine Mother Saraswati, Aim is also the mantra for Bija mantra for Guru. These important point you have to note. First I told you about the pronunciation. It's not aim, it is Aim. Okay. Or if it is just to be pronounced separately, then it should be Aim at the nose itself. Otherwise, if you have to end it at the end of the sentence, that is Aim. Suppose the next letter is kavarka, then it is nga aing, kakaga nga, ang aing, like that ka. So that varga, according to that varga, the anunasika, that particular varga should be pronounced. Okay, don't worry about that now. Too much of it will confuse you. So now, what is that Aim Bija mantra? That syllable is used mostly. It represents Mother Saraswati. So it will help in aids us in learning, art, expression, and communication, and is good for promoting learning and education generally. Aim is also the mantra of Guru. So the same thing can be applied too because it's of the Guru and helps us access all higher knowledge. Okay, this is the second important aspect of Aim. One is Mother Saraswati's for learning, art, expression, all those things, and it is also the Bija Mantra for Guru. So again, higher education and higher knowledge. It represents, Aim represents that. Bija Mantra, it can be used to call or to invoke wisdom and understanding. It can be used to call or to invoke wisdom and understanding. It indicates motivation, direction, and willpower. It can orient us towards whatever we are seeking. It increases concentration of mind and awakens our higher intelligence, buddhi. Relative to other mantras, Aim is often used to direct our awareness or intention to the deity, to function as our call to draw in the higher knowledge so the mantra can work. Now, this is the from the standpoint of spirituality and mantra and deity. I give you the meaning. Okay, it is also sometimes used for as a bija mantra seed syllable for pure consciousness, to pure consciousness. So now, in terms of Ayurveda, how do they use this bija mantra Aim in Ayurveda? It strengthens the voice and the vocal cords. So in the terms of Ayurveda, Aim, that bija mantra strengthens by repeating that. It strengthens the voice and vocal cords according to Ayurveda. It helps open the lungs and clear the senses. I will again tell you, according to Ayurveda, Aim strengthens the voice and vocal cords. It helps open the lungs and clears the senses. So this is from Ayurveda. First I gave you the spiritual point of view. Then I came to Ayurveda, the health point of view. Now it is astrologically, Aim connects to the planet Mercury and to some extent the moon, Chandra, both planets that govern speech and expression. Both the planets, Mercury and Moon, they govern the speech and expression. Now, from the standpoint of Vastu, the building of what you call the construction science, where we build temples, houses, we have the Vastu Shastra, the science of Vastu. So, according to Vastu, Aim will bring creativity and learning into the dwelling, particularly for studies, libraries, and classrooms. Okay. Now, this is Aim, the Bija mantra Aim. So that is used in that mantra while we chant that. Clearly you have to chant Aim Gurubhyo Namaha, Aim Parama Gurubhyo Namaha, Aim Parapara Gurubhyo Namaha, Aim Parameshti Gurubhyo Namaha. Why did I pronounce it as Aim here, not as Aim or some other things? Why did I not pronounce in that way? Because Aim Gurubhyo, Gu, Kaka Gaga Nga, Aim Gurubhyo Namaha. It should not be Ma. Aim Gurubhyo Namaha. The next pronunciation is Aim Parapara. It is Pa. So Pa is the next word. So the ending Anunasaka is Papa Baba Ma. So you can bring Ma here. Aim Parapara Gurubhyo Namaha. Next mantra is Aim Parameshti. Again Pa has come there, so Ma can come. Aim Parameshti Gurubhyo Namaha. The next pronunciation is Parameshti, Parapara, I'm Gurubhyo Namaha, I'm Paramagurubhyo Namaha, I'm Parapara Gurubhyo Namaha, I'm Parameshti. All can be told as Ma only, I'm. But the first one is Gurubhyo Namaha, Ga. Ka, ka, ga, gha, nga. So nga has to be told there. I'm Gurubhyo Namaha. Okay. Now you came to know the pronunciation where I'm can be pronounced there. And the next is Om Ganeshaya Namaha. So there is no Bija mantra, it is Om and Ganesha. You know that. I bow down to Ganesha. Then the final one is Om Aim again, because it is Mula Mantra of Ramakrishna, Guru, and also higher consciousness. The thing has been told as Om Aim Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Sri Ramakrishna Namaha. Okay, now we have finished the Guru Pranama, the salutation to the Guru. We are going to the next step, that is Karashuddhi. What is Karashuddhi? Purification of the hands. Kara means hands. These are the hands, both the hands. Shuddhi means purification of the hands. Generally, what do? We wash our hands with soap and other things, detergents to clean our hands. So that is the Kara Shuddhi at the physical level. But here in the puja level, we have to do that in a different way through the mantras and some other process. We will see what is that. How to purify our hands here in Karashuddhi. Kara means hands, Shuddhi means purification. Okay, we will see how to do the Karashuddhi. So in that you can see some mantras are also given. So now I will go through that Karashuddhi first and then give you the explanation. Uttering, the first mantra uttered is Hasaum, Ha, Saum, Sa, Aum. Ha plus Sa plus Aum. So there is also that nasal sound. That's why there I have written in the what do you call PPT. There you can see on the screen HASOUN. That N is nasal. Hasaum. So Hasaum. Okay. Uttering Hasaum. Can you pronounce it, please? Ha plus Sa plus Aum. Au, then nasal. Hasaum. Hasaum. So uttering Hasaum, take a small red flower. So now what kind of flower you can take? Small red flower. If you don't find a red flower, okay, you can take other flowers. But some flowers are not to be taken for this purpose. What are those? Yantra Pushpa. You should not take Yantra Pushpa for this Karashuddhi. Should not be used. Yantra Pushpa should not be used for this purpose of crushing it between the palms. Now you have to crush it between the palms, so you can't use the Yantra Pushpa for crushing. Some of the common varieties of Yantra Pushpa are, so you have to take only that which are not Yantra Pushpas. Then what are the Yantra Pushpas? We can name few. You have to find out the rest. The common Yantra Pushpas are Japa Kusuma, that is hibiscus. Then Karavira. I don't know what I can call that Karavira in Sanskrit, in English. I cannot translate Karavira. If possible, you can find it out in the dictionary. Karavira Pushpa. I know what is Karavira Pushpa. I can show you that Pushpa, but exact name of English, I think you can find out in the dictionary. So Karavira Pushpa, Japa Kusuma, that is hibiscus, then Padma, lotus, then Aparajita. So these are some of the Yantra Pushpa. So this cannot be used for Karashuddhi, crushing in between the palms. So other flowers other than the Yantra Pushpa can be used. Okay. Now take a small flower which is not Yantra Pushpa, touched with red sandal paste on the right hand. You can't take the touched with both white and red. It is only red sandal paste. On the right hand, you dip it with, you first tell the mantra Hasaum, take a small red flower, touched with red sandal paste only, on the right hand. You keep it on the right hand like this and gently crush it between the palms, saying, O Am, no Om here, Am, Hum, Phat, Swaha. Am, Hum, Phat, Swaha. Can you repeat the mantra? Am, Hum, Phat, Swaha. It is there. You can see the mantra second. On the screen you can see Am, Hum, Phat, Swaha. That's the pronunciation. That's the second mantra. So I have taught you the mantra. Now I will show you the process, how to do it. First you are taking the flower. They will be on the right side or somewhere wherever is easy you can keep while you're sitting on the asana. A plate full of flower, then there will be sandal paste, two sandal paste, then there will be akshata separately, then there will be durva, there will be tulasi leaf, there will be what you call the bilwa leaves and other things kept in the plate, big copper plate or any other plate for the keeping the flowers. So that flower plate, you can take one flower which is not karavira, sorry, which is not the yantra pushpa. Then if possible you should take red flower, then small one which is not a yantra pushpa. Then taking it, touch it with the red sandal paste only, not the white one. But if you don't have red sandal paste, if you cannot get it, then whatever sandal paste you have, touch it and take it, keep it on the left palm like this. So after keeping it on the red sandal paste on the right hand and gently crush it between the palms. So you take it and keep it on your hand, palm like this, then crush it. You crush that flower in between like this crushing. So saying what is a mantra while you are crushing it, I just showed it like this, it will be like this. Crush. You keep it under this thing and crush it like this, the flowers. Then you have to utter the mantra Am Hum Phat Swaha. Then after crushing, hold that flower in Naracha Mudra. Then hold the flower. I'm showing the Naracha Mudra, and there also in the screen it is displayed Naracha Mudra. So in the screen it is displayed. Hold that flower after crushing in the left hand, whirl it slowly around the head, uttering Kleem. Smell it, uttering Aim, and throw it with the Narach Mudra. I made a mistake, I'm sorry. You should not hold it with the Narach Mudra. I did a mistake, I will go back again. So I have confused you, I'm very sorry about that. I'll go back again. After crushing it, telling the mantra Am Hum Fat Swaha, then holding the flower in the left hand. Hold the flower in whatever way in the left hand, hold that flower in the left hand. Whirl it slowly round the head, uttering Kleem. This way. Whirl it around the head like this. Then you have to, while we are whirling it, you have to tell the mantra Kleem, Bija mantra Kleem. Then in the left hand itself, smell that flower. Smell it uttering Aim with the Bija mantra Aim. Smell that uttering with the Bija mantra Aim. Smell it. And throw it with, then take it in Narach Mudra. Now you have to use the Narach Mudra. And throw it with the Narach Mudra in the northeast corner. So the corners also have been given Konaha, east, then northeast, north, everything you can see it is displayed on the diagram. So you have to throw the flower now towards the northeast corner. Northeast is between east and north. So you have to throw that flower in the Narach Mudra towards the northeast corner. So while you are throwing it towards the in the Narach Mudra towards the northeast corner, Ishana Kona, that's called in Sanskrit Ishana Kona. So you have to utter the mantra Phat. Phat. The mantra Phat has to be uttered. Now the whole process, I'm going to read it again. So please, you can concentrate on what the process is. Uttering Hasaun, the first mantra Hasaun. Take a small red flower, which should not be a Yantra Pushpa. Small red flower if possible. If you don't get a red flower, any small flower. Touch with red sandal paste only. Keep it on the right palm and gently crush it between the palms, saying Am Hum Phat Swaha. Then holding the flower in the left hand, whirl it slowly around the head, uttering Kleem, Bija mantra Kleem, K-L-E-E-M. You can see that Kleem, the pronunciation. I will go to the meaning of that afterwards, but I am now explaining you the process. I am just revising it now itself. Kleem. Smell it, uttering I'm. Smell that flower after that, whirling it round, uttering the Bija mantra Aim, and throw it with Naracha Mudra in the northeast corner, Ishana Kona, northeast corner, uttering Fat. So this is the Kara Shuddhi, purification of the hand. Now we shall go to the meaning of some of the mantras. What is that? We are not going to the next step, we are just going to the meaning of the mantras inside that. Hasaum is just, we have to tell that mantra Hasaum, take the red flower, touched with the sandal paste. I told you about the Yantra Pushpa. Now Am, Hum, Phat, Swaha. In that mantra, Am is the letter Am, the second letter consonant A, then it is added Am. The nasal sound is added. So Visarga, Anuswara and Visarga. So the Anuswara is added. Am. It becomes Am. Whom. Now that is the Bija mantra. Now we shall study, go to the deeper aspect. What is this Bija mantra? Whom. Because in future also we are going to use that Bija mantra. There, for the correct pronunciation, we have written there H-O-O-M. Generally, there in the mantra it is used as H-U, that is elongated U, M. So that is the correct way to write it. But you can also in English, the problem is H-U-M can become hum. It can also become hum. H-U-M, hum or hum. But the pronunciation is whom. H elongated U, M. That's why I have written there in the mantra H-O-O-M, whom. That is the way to pronounce it. Okay. So what is this whom bija mantra? This is an important bija mantra. That's why I'm going in detail. In future also in Bhuta Shuddhi and other places it will be there, and we can see the important aspect of that afterwards. But now let me go into the detail. Hum, it's not hum, it is whom. Whom, H-U-H-O-O-M or H-U elongated M, pronounced as whom, is one of the most important Sanskrit bija mantra, that is seed syllable, along with Om, Aim and Hreem. It is said to be Pranava or primal sound of Lord Shiva, the transformative aspect of Divine Trinity. Whom is the main Agni or fire mantra that can help enkindle fire in all its form, from the digestive fire to the pranic fire to the fire of the consciousness. So I'm telling you about the importance and significance of the Bija mantra Om. I will repeat it again. So it is said to be the Pranava or primal sound of Lord Shiva, that is Om, the transformative aspect of Divine Trinity. Om is the main Agni or fire mantra and can help enkindle fire in all its forms, from the digestive fire, which is called Jataragni, digestive fire, and can help enkindle fire in all forms, from digestive fire to the pranic fire. Prana means the energies in our body, pranic fire, to the fire of the consciousness. It refers to gaseous type of fire, and so can be connected with lightning and to the power of prana and the breath also. Whom is also a weapon and protection mantra that can be used to destroy negativity with its lightning fire. Whom is also a weapon and protection mantra and can be used to destroy negativity with its lightning fire. It can be used to direct a fiery explosive energy with other mantras. It is also called Krodha Bija or the seed sound of wrath. W-R-A-T-H, wrath. It is a mantra that Lord Shiva uses to project the fire from his third eye that destroys all negativity and burns up all desires. So whom with a long vowel sound has a similar meaning but a more feminine and Shakti quality. It relates to fierce form of the goddess like Kali, Chandi and Chinnamasta. It has the power to cut off and indicates the sword. However, whom has a soft potential as well. It is said to be the Dhenu Bija, the seed sound of the mother cow, calling its calf back to it. It calls out and invokes while at the same time challenging and warding off. Whom is used specifically for raising the Kundalini. This is the most important aspect. In Bhuta Shuddhi, we will see that in the next few of the steps, we are going to see that. In the Bhuta Shuddhi, there the Bija mantra whom is used for raising, enkindling Kundalini power, which is sleeping. So the sleeping Kundalini power to be roused or to raise it, to rouse it. So what is the mantra which the Bija mantra which is used is whom. By repetition of whom, you can rouse the Kundalini. You can wake up the Kundalini. So to rouse specifically for the raising the Kundalini, and particularly combining the mantra with the breath and the fixing of the gaze at the navel, the seat of the digestive fire. Now we have seen the spiritual aspect of home, very important. Bija mantra, all are important, but here we saw the important aspects of that Bija mantra. Now we shall see the other aspect, the related to Ayurveda. So how is this Bija Mantra Hum used in Ayurveda? So again, I told you it is used to enkindle prana, the fire, different digestive fire and other things. So in Ayurveda, Hum Bija Mantra repetition increases prana, tejas and pitta. We have the three things there in Ayurveda: kapha, pitta, vata. So this Bija Mantra Hum repetition of that increases prana, tejas and pitta, setting all our fiery energies in motion from the digestive fire to the fire of the mind. Both strengthen the immune system, particularly against any active pathogenic attacks. So it's very necessary now during the pandemic. I will read it again. According to Ayurveda, this Hum Bija Mantra chanting of this syllable Hum increases prana, tejas and pitta, setting all our fiery energies in motion from the digestive fire to the fire of the mind. Both strengthen the immune system, particularly against any active pathogenic attacks. Now we are being attacked by the pandemic or the coronavirus or the SARS, whatever the pathogen. So this can strengthen your immune system. This chanting of this, according to the Ayurveda, repetition of this mantra, Bija Mantra, Hum, it can strengthen the immune system, particularly against any active pathogenic attack. It is also harsh, but as harsh mantras require some care in application. Now we are going to the astrological way. So according to astrology, Hum, this Bija Mantra refers to fiery planets like the Sun, Mars or Ketu. This relates to fiery planets like Sun or Ketu. Ketu means Mars, and increases their fiery properties. They are particularly good for bringing in the higher perspective power of Ketu, which is a great aid in astrological research, spiritual healing and yoga. Related to Vastu, they can be used to create a protective energy shield around one's dwelling. So relating to Vastu, this chanting or writing of the Bija Mantra Hum, they can be used to create a protective energy shield according to one's dwelling. So this is the result or the significance of uttering of the Bija Mantra Hum. I took you through the spiritual significance, then the Ayurvedic, that is the health related, then the astrological, then related to Vastu. So now that is Hum, the Bija Mantra Hum. So now what is the next thing which we have to understand? I told Hum is the Bija Mantra. Then Pat, I have already explained about that. That is used to chase away something, the negativity. Swaha, I explained about Swaha and Swada in the last class. So Swaha is used to in the uh, puja or worship of gods and goddesses for Shubha, auspicious programs. Swadha is used in inauspicious Amangalakari, just like ancestral worship. See, death ceremonies and other things. Swaha and Swada are used only usually in fire oblations like Havan home and other things. Sometimes in puja too, while you are giving some aposhana and other things, we use the word Swaha. Am hum Phat Swaha is the mantra. Then holding the flower in the left hand, whirl it slowly round the head, uttering clean. So the Bija Mantra, while you are whirling it, you utter the Bija Mantra clean. So what is the significance of this Bija Mantra clean? We are going to see in detail. Let us see the detail meaning and significance of the Bija Mantra, the word syllable clean. Today we have learnt about I'm, the pronunciation, then the meaning and the significance, that all the three ways. Then we have seen about the Hum, the Bija Mantra, where it is used rousing Kundalini. Uttering that Bija Mantra, it can rouse Kundalini and so many other effects. We saw about that. We studied just now. Now, when we chant the Bija Mantra, Kleem, what is the significance of that and how is it used? Now, Kleem, pronounced first, the pronunciation, it will be pronounced as KL I has to be elongated, M. That is the way it is written in the Mantra Shastra. KL, I elongated M. So now, but generally, for you to understand the correct pronunciation, it is KLEEM. Clean. That is the correct pronunciation. Clean. Okay, KLEEM. It is given there, mantra 3, clean. So, clean pronounced as clean is the softer, watery, or more feminine aspect of cream. There is another Bija mantra KREEM, cream. So, as cream is electrical or projective, clean has a magnetic quality that draws things to us. So now it has an effect to draw things to us. The Bija mantra has the power to draw things to us by uttering that. It can also be used to hold or fix things in place. What is the other use of this Bija mantra? When you tell that utter that Bija mantra, it can also be used to hold or fix things in place. Now, claim this Bija mantra carries the Akarshana Shakti. As I told you earlier itself, the magnetic quality to draw things. So it has the Akarshana Shakti or the power of attraction. It relates to Lord Krishna, who grants bliss Ananda as a deity. Krishna means one who attracts Karshana, Karshati iti Krishna. So it is the clean Bija mantra also is doing the same thing. It attracts. So it has a power, the magnetic quality that draws things to us. Then it is the Akarshana Shakti, power of attraction. So Krishna means is also same thing. So it relates to Krishna who grants bliss, Ananda as a deity, and Sundari, the goddess of love and beauty. Now it helps us, the uttering of this clean Bija mantra also helps us to achieve our true wishes in life. Claim can be used relative to any deity who we would like to access to fulfill our wishes. Claim, the Bija mantra, can be used relatively to any deity we would like to access to fulfill our wishes. Claim is the mantra of love and devotion, increasing love energy within our hearts. For this reason, it is one of the most benefic mantras and one of the safest and most widely used Bija mantra. Now, I've given you the spiritual aspect of this claim. The claim Bija mantra, which is used to attract, or sometimes it is used also to hold or fix things in place. So now we shall go to the significance in Ayurveda, the health science. So according to Ayurveda, relative to Ayurveda, claim the Bija mantra is mainly a kapha. No, that the earlier we saw it was pitta, kapha, pitta, vata. So now different nature of the our body. So here it is mainly a kapha, water promoting mantra, and it is particularly good for the plasma and skin. So this Bija mantra in Ayurveda is particularly mainly for kapha promoting mantra, water promoting or kapha promoting mantra, and is particularly good for plasma and skin. It promotes, this Bija mantra clean promotes Kledaka kapha, the digestive fluids of the stomach. This promotes the Kledaka kapha, the digestive fluids of the stomach, increasing our capacity for nourishment. So most importantly, it is specific to Tarpaka kapha, the soma of the brain that promotes well-being, soothing the nerves, and calming the heart. By repetition of this Bija mantra, what does it happen? It gives rise to Tarpaka kapha, the soma of the brain that promotes well-being, soothing the nerves, and calming the heart. It strengthens the immune system and brings contentment to the entire being. Kleem is not specifically an astrological mantra, so very less usage in astrology, but is sometimes used for Venus or Moon. Now, it doesn't have much value, Kleem, Bija mantra, in astrology, but for Vastu, in Vastu Shastra, in buildings and temples and other things, that's called science of building, the Vastu Shastra, it can bring energy of divine love and beauty into the dwelling. Clean can have a harsh side as well. It can be used to fix, to stop, or to nail down, or to hold things under the power of wishes, though such usage is not as common as its benefic application. So, we have seen the Bija Mantra of clean. We have gone to the detail. We have studied the significance of the Bija Mantra clean. So, now we shall go to the next step after this. Smelling it, uttering Aim. I gave you already the significance of Bija Mantra uttering that Aim. It is connected with Guru, it is connected with pure consciousness, it is connected with Mother Saraswati, and what were all the uses I have given in detail in the beginning. And now smelling it, uttering Aim, and throwing it with Naracha Mudra. Earlier we have discussed about Naracha Mudra. I showed you also now how to do Naracha Mudra. It is just like you use the pose of the hands to draw the arrow in the bow. You take it from the quiver and put it into the arrow in that mudra, and then release the astras, the arms, especially the arrows. So likewise the flower is also, after crushing and telling all that mantra, is taken in this Naracha Mudra and thrown towards the northeastern corner, Ishana Kona, northeastern corner, uttering the mantra Fat. I've already also told about the syllable Fat that is used to take away negativity, remove or shoo away negativities. So now we shall go to the next step. Now we have finished Karashuddhi, purification of the hands. The process is over. We are going to the next thing after Karashuddhi, that is Pushpa Shuddhi. What is Pushpa? Pushpa means flowers. Shuddhi means purification. So now Pushpa Shuddhi means purification of the flowers. Purification of the flowers. We have so many flowers to worship God and other things. We have kept all those things. Tulasi, Pilva, Durva, all those things in that plate, the flower plate, either in a copper plate or anything. I will give you a photo also after some time. So how you can arrange all those things in the copper plate. So, or any other plates, whatever it may be, metallic or whatever you have according to your availability and your convenience. So generally the copper plate is used for puja. So now you have that flowers arranged so beautifully on the plate, that inside that plate, so that all that flowers have to be purified. So how is the purification done? This Pushpa Shuddhi is done. The mantras are given there. Purification of the flowers. It is displayed on the screen. Now I will go through the process, concentrate on that, focus on how the process is done. Then I will give you the explanation, the what you call practical demonstration. Sprinkle some water on the flowers. So you have arranged all the flowers on the plate. So you sprinkle some water. What is that water you are sprinkling? I've told you in the beginning itself. Now sprinkling of water means from the Samanya Arghya. You have invoked all the seven rivers, Gange, Chamune, Cheva, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmade, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jaleshmin, Sanidhin, Kuru. Then you have transformed that into Amruta by Dhenu Mudra, Amruti Karana Mudra, then telling the Bija Mantra Vam, the Samanya Arghya. Then you have made it nectar. It is just like it is in our heart. Lotus, it has been drawn. The nectar in the Manasa Puja, we take it from the Sahasrara Padma. Sahasrara Achyutamrutaihi Padyam Sharanayor Dadyat. So all that we give it as the nectar is given here. So it has been made nectarine by all the mantras, the water in that kosha and koshika. So you will have some durva, that grass tied together, and with that you will sprinkle. So here afterwards in any process of puja, if you are sprinkling water, that is the water from the samanya argya, it is already turned into nectarine. So that is nectar amruta. So that water, that purified water, you are sprinkling on flower. So that means these flower are also becoming nectarine. Nectar means what? It is amrita. What is amrita? Mrita. Mrita means death. Means without death. What is that which is deathless? That is our Atman. That is consciousness. So, what is that here? How can you make the flower purified? You are transforming. You are seeing the flower just as some physical flower. Now you are transforming that into Atmavastu or Parabrahmavastu or consciousness. That means you are seeing God in it. In reality, that is the thing which is there. As I have explained in some of the Bhagavad Gita shloka last time, everything has two aspects. One is that reality, Sat and Asat. The Sat in anything, any other thing of this world is, it is God by nature. Original nature is pure consciousness, Atmavastu. But another aspect also will be there, the temporary aspect, that is the Asat. We look as the flower which we use here, some objects of the world. So now, when you throw that water sprinkle with that mantra, then we tell our mind to think now it is not just ordinary flower, it has been transformed into consciousness, Atmavastu, God. So that is the real purification is. Purification means we see God in every aspect. So we are seeing consciousness everywhere, one by one, Dwara Puja, then the Karashuddhi, we purified the hands, that also made into conscious this thing entity by the mantras. So seeing God everywhere, the ground, the asana, everything is being purified. So the purification process is you are now started seeing in the door, in the ground, on the asana, then in the flowers, in the hands, everywhere you are seeing consciousness. So to transform, deification, that is the process here. Purification means it is not just you are washing it with detergent, but you are feeling that it is becoming God alone everywhere. Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma. Then in Ishavasya Upanishad also it is told, Isha Avasyam Idam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyan Jagat. Whatever there in this world, you have to cover it with God. Isha Avasyam Idam Sarvam. So we are all covering that. In reality, it is God. But now, because of our mind, due to avidya or ignorance, we were seeing some worldly things here. Now again, that ignorance is removed and we start seeing as God or consciousness. So that is the real purification of the flower. So sprinkle some water on the flowers, saying Om Shatabhisheka Hum Phat Swaha. The mantra is given there, the mantra one. I will repeat it again. Om Shatabhisheka Hum Phat Swaha. So will you please repeat it? I will break it into smaller pieces and for your learning. Om Shatabhisheka. Om Shatabhisheka. Hum Phat Swaha. Om Shatabhisheka Hum Phat Swaha. That is a mantra. Now you have learned the pronunciation, isn't it? So now we'll go into the detail. Break that mantras. Om, you know, I need not explain the Om. Everybody knows it. Shata means 100. Abhisheka means the snana or pouring water or whatever, pouring milk or anything pouring on that is called Abhisheka, giving a bath. So why do you take bath? To clean yourself, to get rid of the impurities. So Shata means 100. So Shata Abhishek 100 times. That means you are very nicely, you are cleaning all the flowers with a sprinkling of that purified water which is converted into nectar like nectarine. That is the Amrita. When you pour that Amrita on these flowers, Abhisheka, then it also get transformed into Amrita. That is consciousness. That is God, Atmavastu, Chaitanya. So Om Shata Abhisheka Hum. The Bija Mantra, I've given you the significance of the Bija Mantra just now, that to rouse the Kundalini, that Bija Mantra is used, and the other aspect also I told about Hum. Then Phat also is another Bija Mantra whereby it will chase all the impurities, but also negativities. Swaha is used as offering when we are giving some oblations in the Homa, Havana, or even sometimes in Puja. In auspicious Mangalakari to gods and goddesses, we use the word Namaha, but sometimes we use this Swaha also. I told Swaha and Swada are two wives of Agnideva, god of fire. So Swadha is used for ancestral worship in the inauspicious puja or havan. So it is apara. So para, that is the highest. No, it is not. You can't tell highest. It is about Mangala, Shubha and Ashubha. You can. That is the correct word which you can use. Shubha and Ashubha. Shubhakarya, use it Swaha. Or for gods and goddesses, doing puja of gods and goddesses or Havan, we use Swaha mantra. So here Namaha. I also told you, gender wise, Namaha becomes neuter. Swaha and Swada are feminine. So I explained last time about difference between Namaha and Swaha and detail of what is Swaha, Swada, all those things with mantra I explained. So I will not go into the detail again because it will take away our time. We have only less time left. So we have to complete this process. Om Shatabhisheka Om Phat Swaha. How to pronounce that Shata Abhisheka as the two words joined together? It becomes Sandhi. Shata Abhisheka. Together it becomes Shatabhisheka. Shata is elongated because the of that and this together becomes Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Shatabhisheka. Shata Abhisheka. Shata Dirgha. Then Abhi. Ba is not the first one, that is the Alpa Prana, less energy. What is that? Ba. Then the Mahaprana, more energy you are using, Bha. Here it is Bhi. It's not B. Pronunciation is Bhi. Shatabhi Sheka. Shatabhi Sheka. Om Shatabhisheka Om Phat Swaha. Now you have come to know the meaning and also the pronunciation. So we will go forward in Pushpa Shuddhi. What is that? Sprinkle some water on the flowers saying Om Shatabhisheka Om Phat Swaha. Then purify the flowers by touching them with the right hand, repeating the mantra. Now by telling the mantra and touching all the flowers, you are praising the flowers through this mantra and purifying it, because while we are praising, we are telling that mantra, the mantra too is given. So your mind will start thinking this flower is great. What is that mantra? We will first repeat it and I'll give you the meaning later on. Om Pushpe Pushpe. Om Pushpe Pushpe. Mahapushpe Mahapushpe. Supushpe Supushpe. Pushpasambhave Pushpasambhave. Pushpachayavakirne Pushpachayavakirne Cha Hum Phat Swaha. Cha Hum Phat Swaha. Now I have broken it into smaller pieces for your ease. So you have also pronounced with me. Now I will tell the whole mantra together. Om Pushpe Pushpe Mahapushpe Supushpe Pushpasambhave Pushpachayavakirne Chahum Phat Swaha. Again, I will repeat it again. Om Pushpe Pushpe Mahapushpe Supushpe Pushpasambhave Pushpachayavakirne Chahum Phat Swaha. What is the meaning of that? Om, you know, I need not explain about that. Now, Pushpe means it is addressing the flower. It is called Sambodhana Vibhakti. Hey Pushpa. Suppose there is somebody we want to call him. So then you use the word Hey Pushpa, means that you are addressing that person. So that is the case here. There are so many cases, 7 cases. So the first one, Pratama case is one, Pratama Vibhakti. Then Dvitiya Vibhakti. Before that Dvitiya Vibhakti, we have the Sambodhana. You address somebody, Sambodhana Vibhakti. So that Pushpe means it is addressing the flower. Hey Pushpe, hey flower. Pushpe Pushpe. Mahapushpe. Oh, great flower. Addressing the flower again. Maha means great. Then Supushpe. Very good flower. How? With so much of fragrance and so many good flower. Great flower. Full of fragrance. Very good flower. Supushpe. Then Pushpa Sambhave. What is the meaning of Sambhava? Born. So born in the family of flower, or you can also call it as bud, born from the flower bud. So the bud also can be called, from the bud it comes out. So born in the family of flowers. So Sambhava, Kumara Sambhava means the birth of Shanmuga. So then there are so many. Sambhava means to be born or born. So Pushpa Sambhave. Sambhave means again it is addressing the Sambodhana Vibhakti. Hey the flower which is born from the flower family. Then the next is Pushpa Chayavakirne. Pushpa Cha Avakirne. Avakirna means we can give here spread over. Avakirna means spread over. Well bloomed also. You can call Avakirna means well bloomed flower, well grown, completely bloomed, and also striven. So you will take the flower and strew it, we will strew it on gods or goddesses, on the feet or on the head. So that is also called Avakirna. So Pushpa Chayavakirna, well bloomed or spread over, that can be the meaning of Pushpa Cha Avakirna. So together it becomes Pushpa Chayavakirne. Because it is Sambodhana Vibhakti or addressing that flower, it becomes Kirne. Then Cha means and. Whom is the Bija Mantra. I gave you the complete meaning of that, detailed meaning of whom Bija Mantra, that is also used for rousing Kundalini. Phat is the Bija Mantra again used to chase away negativity. Swaha, the explanation is also given. Swaha, while you are offering, giving something, you tell Swaha, the Shubhakarya or in auspicious things to gods and goddesses. So that is the meaning of this mantra. So we have come to know the mantra, we have come to know the pronunciation, and now we have completed the Pushpa Shuddhi or purification of the flowers. The process is over. We will continue the same discussion on the significance of worship or the science of worship in the next class, that is next Monday evening at the same time. So today we have covered Guru Pranama. We have seen so many Bija Mantras. We have come to know the significance of Bija Mantra. We have gone into the detail. Then in that Guru Pranama, we saluted to so many Gurus. Then in that lineage of Gurus, then we bow down to Ganesha, how to do that. Then we bow down to the deity who are worshipping with the mantras. Then we did the purification of the hands, Karashuddhi. We went to the details again, the meaning of the mantra and the Bija mantras, so many other Bija mantras. Then we now completed the Pushpa Shuddhi, purification of the flower. I told what is the real purification? To see consciousness, to see Atman, to see God in everything. That is the real purification. So that is how we have sprinkled that water which is nectarine on this flower, and this addressing the flower as great. We have done that. We have transformed the flower into consciousness of God or Atman. So now the flowers are pure. Now the next process will be, in the next class we'll be discussing about Divya Vighna Nivaranam Digbandhanam Cha. What is the meaning of that? Removal of celestial obstacles and fencing the quarters. The next step will be removal of celestial obstacles and fencing the quarters. Okay. So that is in the next class. We will do that. We will stop the discussion on the significance of worship or science of worship for today with the mantra. Om Priyatam Pundarikakshaha Sarvayagneshwaro Harihi Tasmin Tushte Jagat Tushtam Prenite Prenitam Jagat Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.